if you have not seen them yet. The Chonkster is basically a pyramid of giant cannons with some missiles thrown in. Small cannons on bottom. Big Bertha cannons, very slow fire rate, high damage, big explosive radius. Got these megaton cannons, which have a good fire rate. A little bit slow on turning and tracking, but decent damage. Then it has these missile pods, which a little bit slow on tracking, but because they're missiles, they will home in on their target. Not have to worry about missing. My favorite little addition is these little magnets. So the cap for this thing is actually in the center on the little pillar here. So normally its only protection would be the shield around it. But as blocks fall off of the main craft, or as it picks up blocks around it, it'll actually be drawn to these magnets, thus creating a block shield. Special extra layer of defense there. And we have our venture craft, the Speed Star, using wheels as bumpers, because these guys have very weak blocks to them. So it has a lot of quick firing cannons, a lot of missiles, a lot of far ranged but weak rifle fire, as well as spreading missiles on top and back. It's pretty nimble though. Don't have to worry too much about its speed. It could actually probably dodge a lot of shots coming from enemies. We have the Geocorp Terror Cube, which is pretty much just aligned with these flails. It has plasmas throughout, and it also has the plasmas which can actually aim. Sort of in this almost present-like arrangement. So really this guy, the only way it's going to be able to do damage is if it can manage to ram into its opponent. Nice little altar platform in the center there, filled with goodies. And of course, our most battleship-looking battleship. It's the Venture Corporation. It's got some big old cannons on the front and rear. It's pretty much mirrored back and front, side to side. It's got very heavy armor. Got a few guns on bottom. Got plenty of these very effective missiles. Very scary opponent. Good chance of winning. I don't know if its battery power will be able to last long enough against the better future, though. This guy has a lot of firepower, a good amount of battery life. It does not have any explosive damage, though, which is the main concern it has, because these other three craft have explosive damage, which means that they can actually deal damage through these outer blue shields, which normally block shots. So these heavy cannons are all going to be able to hit through here and maybe hit some of these softer blocks underneath. The guns for these guys aren't particularly HP heavy. But it looks like we have our boys all charged up. I think there's a couple of repair bubbles left to go on this dude. Yeah, go ahead and set this as a save. What we're going to do is get rid of the guys we don't have in the first round. So first round is going to be Better Future versus the Venture. So send away the guys who will not be present. Just look at the lag go away. Wonderful. Alright. And unfortunately, because the AI is stupid in this game, I cannot have two AI face each other. It's going to have to be me versus one of these ships. Just because, you know, AI has to stay within a certain range of the player in order to be active. There's not really a good way for me to be in the middle of the fight. So, I'm going to take over whichever vehicle I think has the least chance of winning, which is this guy. And then from here, we can back up just to this outer ring, have the two vehicles facing each other. And then under manage text, I can set the other vehicle to enemy. And count down 3, 2, 1, fight. It's probably be easier for me to go around. I might try going underneath though. Ideally, I want to be in the back of this guy. I don't have an enormous amount of battery capacity on this vehicle, but it is maneuverable. That's its main benefit. The better future weapons have a nice scatter to them, but they still have to track me. As long as I stay far away, those beam lasers will not be able to touch me. So against a maneuverable ship like this, the better future is going to have issues as long as my batteries hold up, which they just gave out. And I'm falling apart. Down I go. Better future wins. Round 1. Good fight though. Curious how much battery life this had left. Ooh, only got it down halfway. Alright. So now, reload our save. Get on to round 2, which is GSO versus Hawkeye. It's actually a tougher fight. I'm not sure which one will win. I think I'll go with the Hawkeye though. I feel like that ship needs more help aiming. Both of these are actually pretty evenly matched as far as firepower goes. It's hard to tell as far as block HP goes as well, because there's a lot of armor on those guns for the GSO. But Hawkeye is pretty tanky. It's on its own and quite heavy. So, round 2. 3, 2, 1, fight. It's not really a good angle for me to attack this vehicle from. It'd probably be a good idea to circle around just because the GSO has poor tracking. Also, I can get some of these side weapons firing. Sadly, these cannons on top can only turn about 45 degrees to the side. We'll have some issues. The real benefit that the Hawkeye vehicle has over the... Oh, I went out of range. Alright. So if I ever go outside of this circle, I have to stop firing and go back in range because the AI cannot fight back. But yeah, the real benefit that the Hawkeye vehicle has is the missiles. Some very nice explosive missiles on the side here, which are pretty much guaranteed hit. And the GSO cannons have a difficult time tracking, especially a target flying above the ground and this fast. It's actually a surprisingly fast vehicle for how heavy it is. Just have to keep chipping away. And if we manage to get through the outer armor on the GSO vehicle, we can start hitting its interior batteries, which the batteries for GSO all explode. So if I can hit those, they'll all go up. Of course, I have them separated out so that not all of the batteries will explode at once, but they're sort of set up in columns, so we'll lose sections at a time. Just keep circling around this guy. Should be good. Of course, I'm sure neither of our cannon shots are hitting. Hopefully if I deal enough damage to one side, I can just go straight in and shoot at him with my cannons. I'm pretty sure he has me outgunned in a straight fight. Mostly the maneuverability that's on my side. We've knocked out some of his shields, though, up top. Essentially, these are all set up so that they have one set of cabs. So if you can snipe the enemy cab, the entire thing will fall apart. You missed that volley. It's fortunate that his shots are not staggered. They all fire at once. So, just have to miss one volley. Yeah, getting out of range. Back in we go. Let's just charge him. This is taking quite a bit longer than I expected. Let's see if we can head on. Losing. Oh, his shields are down. His batteries are exploding. All those green acid batteries going up. Maneuverability wins. Alright, that's one for Venture. Curious how much battery life I had left. Oh, I was down about over. Oh, and the fucking magnets are still going off. Gotta finish off that cab. Down he goes. It's effective armor. Just using downed blocks. Alright. Next round. We have Better Future versus GSO. That's gonna be an interesting fight. I'm not sure which one. I feel like GSO would have a more difficult time. Hard to say, though. So I'll try GSO. Try and line myself up in front of him. Oh, I don't have a radar attached to this, do I? Toss that on. There. Now we can see the line I have to be within. Alright. And 3, 2, 1, fight! I'm not sure if the Better Future can deal with all this cannon fire. It's a lot of damage output. Pretty much the Oh! Yeah, we're busting through that front armor. All those guns falling right off. Yeah. GSO can definitely do just a straight up frontal attack against this. I have a bit more difficulty with a broadside, though. That's where all of its DPS shines. Picking up a few blocks to armor my cab up. Oh! Oh no! He's blown through our batteries. Uh-oh. See if we can move towards the back. Oh, he got us. Dang. Not without being heavily damaged himself. It was a good fight, though. Alright. Heavily damaged, but Better Future wins. Probably could have won if I had gone straight for the back of him. Take advantage of his limited range of fire. Right, and our next is Geocorp versus Venture. So I will naturally have to take over Geocorp because I have no faith in this guy. As scary as he looks, actually super short ranged and cannot block a lot of shots. Oh wait, wrong. Undo. Still have his power? Yes, okay. Get ourselves lined up. A little bit hard to tell which way is the front. A giant cube like this. Right. And I don't have a radar. Because Geocorp doesn't have a radar. Like, on their normal part inventory. So we have to use another faction's radar. Alright. Basically, just have to ram him. So, 3, 2, 1, fight! Pew pew. Probably best for me to keep turning. Oh, dang. Yeah, he had my weak point. Takes out the cab, he wins instantly. Not too surprising. Yeah. Considered probably I should put in some more outer walls. But, just so heavy. Feels like adding more to that would just slow him down beyond usability. Alright. That's one for Venture. Round 5. GSO versus Geocorp. Back to Geocorp we go. Almost certainly a loss for Geocorp this round as well. Our best tactic is to ram into opponent and keep spinning around so that we can continually deal damage as he destroys our weapons. 3, 2, 1, fight! That initial volley of cannon fire is probably absolutely annihilating our center. Good thing about melee is that it can hit through shields. Oh, and he destroyed our radar. So we can't see him anymore. Just go till he can fire back. Not that it really matters, we can't outrange him. And he can outmaneuver us. We're just that heavy and unmaneuverable. Pretty much screwed. See if we can back into him, since all of our weapons are pretty much gone on front. Probably the way to go. An AI naturally tries to attack your rear, so he'll prefer to attack me from behind. Barely dealing any damage. Knocked out a bit of his armor, but that's about it. Couple of cannons here and there. At least I'm doing something. Losing a lot of my thrust now. It's going to be hard to actually ram into him. I'm surprised he hasn't killed me yet, though, with all that cannon fire. Dragging along the ground. It's only moments until he takes me out. And down I go. Just a little spire left. And that's a win for GSO. Not even a fair fight. Round 6 is Better Future versus Hawkeye. My bet would be on Better Future, judging by the performance thus far. So we'll be playing as our Hawkeye guy. And after how, well, Better Future performed against GSO earlier, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need to go for the back of this thing. No more taking it easy on him. 3, 2, 1, fight! Circle around. Get ourselves at the rear. And we have rearward facing guns. Probably best to keep circling. Actually getting ourselves out of range. Turn back in. There we go. Taking out the back pretty easily. No defense back there. All those Gatling cannons might break through our batteries, though. Oh, down he goes. Took out that cab. Easy peasy. That is a win for Hawkeye. Not as scary as I was initially anticipating. Once you get behind him, not a whole lot that the better feature design can do. Leads us to round 7. Geocorp versus Hawkeye. Another quick match. Alright, Geocorp. Surely you can take this on, right? You're like 5 times his size. 3, 2, 1, fight! Thinking a frontal attack might be the best way to go. Of course, we need to get on the side to... Oh, maybe we'll get a lucky hit in and get that cab on him. Oof, but there we go. His gun's just focusing down our cab. No real chance. Knocked out a bit of his outer armor, though. So, a non-zero amount of damage. That's another win for Hawkeye. Next, Venture versus GSO. My money is definitely on GSO. Venture, with me controlling it, might be able to outmaneuver all those cannons, but it can only outmaneuver for so long. It's a lot of HP I have to get through, and he has better shields than me. Venture shields are probably the worst against explosive damage, just because they do not block the explosives from very far away. Anyway, 3, 2, 1, fight! Wait, what? Why? Oh, dang! He one-shot my cab! What a huge upset! Knockout. Round goes to GSO. I was hoping I could outmaneuver him. I almost want a do-over. Maybe at the end. The next up is Hawkeye versus Venture. Again, my money is on Venture. Yeah, he had that first line of sight on me. You know, it's like right at the edge of the range, right before I could get moving. Oh wait, reload that. It's like right as I was like getting out of the option to turn into enemy, he got a shot off. So I did not move fast. Crash. Technical difficulties, we'll be right back. And there we go. Back we go. And this round was between Venture and Hawkeye. We're going to take control of our Venture Bro. And of course, you know, with the way this is built, it's not too surprising. You know, cab sitting right here. It's very thin. It's not that hard to hit that cab. It was me that killed the dinosaurs. Giant brain. Let me see. That side's the front. We're going to get in front of it. The Ice Age. Well, actually, I'm pretty sure it was a combination of factors. Both the combination of volcanoes exploding, a meteorite hitting, and the Ice Age all at once. It's no single disaster. Or you could just say it was the giant wren from Futurama. That's more entertaining. At any rate, now for our next round. We have one round left after this, and we can maybe see a redo our adventure in GSO. We'll declare our winner after that. 3, 2, 1, fight! Heavy hit right off the bat from those cannons. There's really not a good angle for me to hit this guy from. I just have to keep flying around him, confusing his cannons, and hope that I can break through his battery power and take a shot on his cap. Oh, we're out of range. Get back in range and continue. It's entirely possible that we'll have a tie. So, whoop, and we're out of range again. Both these guys are faster moving than they can turn, so kind of slide around a little bit. I'm holding up better than I was expecting, though. Oh, I've actually knocked out his shields. With some proper maneuvering, we might be able to win this. Oh, his blocks are falling off. I was not expecting this outcome. Of course, I've lost my radar again. I can't tell where the end circle is. Down he goes. Venture wins it. I doubt we had much power left, though. He's got to have done a lot of damage to me. Oh, wow. I actually have quite a bit of power. That is surprising. Phew. Okay. Venture wins it. Of course, if an AI was doing this, that would not have gone the same way. But we gotta give the underdog a bit of advantage. So, final round. Better Future versus Geocorp. I mean, it's not even fair. Well, you know, that's okay. Mother Nature built us all differently. But yeah, so we'll be doing our cube versus the Better Future. We are a good bit larger than this, but so much weaker. Our only real chance would be to get behind it and maybe snipe its cab. It's ramped from the side. Our top blades might actually be able to reach it. And I need to re-add the radar so we can see the outer ring. Alright, it's good. 3, 2, 1, fight! Time to lose with dignity. Ram it! Take out that frontal armor. Take out as many weapons as you can. Back up. We've actually knocked it out of the air. It is touching the ground now. Its lasers are taking a moment to re-aim. Maybe this will be the round we actually win. Why isn't it firing back? Can its lasers not turn to hit me? Oh my goodness. I don't want to turn onto that side of laser fire. I'd like to make a proper turn. Come on. Oh, for sure its lasers could hit me. Oh no. Oh no. We want to get around on the other side that we attacked earlier. Oh, I guess it completely is unable to fire backwards. I guess I forgot to include that. That's fine. Something that powerful needs a weak point. Alright. Let's get our turn back in. Go for that cab. Can't turn fast enough. Ram it. Take out as many guns as we can. It's gonna be way easier for him to snipe our cab than for us to snipe his. We're still floating, though. We might have to attack him backwards, though, because all of our frontal weapons are taken out, pretty much. And he's back on the ground. Not firing back for some reason. Just slightly out of his weapon's turn radius. Oh, man! The upset. We're actually winning this. I never thought Geocorp would win a single match. They are just that bad. But if we can hit that cab, this is all over with. He's lost basically every weapon on this side of his vehicle. Now that I think of it, I wish I had added magnets to the inside of this thing. That would have been great armor. Down he goes. Geocorp wins. Unbelievable. I'm sure if I was piloting the fucking better future vehicle, would have been a handy victory, but man. That was good. It's a fun match. I like how that went. Right. So, we have 2 for BF. We have 3 for Venture. We have 2 for Hawkeye. 1 win. Or no, 2 wins for GSO. And 1 win for Geocorp. So, wow. Heavily unexpected, but Venture wins. So I think it's only fair that we have that rematch between Venture and GSO. I'm pretty sure I was piloting Venture for most of those fights, so I'm not too surprised. You know, it had a bit of an advantage because AI is stupid, but you know. We'll have a quick rematch between GSO and Venture, because that was such a quick one. I am curious how we perform. Assuming I can, you know, not get one shot. If it gets one shot again, then, you know, kudos to GSO. It's got those big Bertha cannons, which, you know, facing off directly with them, if it does land a shot, I'm pretty much screwed. Anyway, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, we didn't get one shot. We just have to dodge every shot after this. Also, they have missiles as well. And we're going out of range. Alright, stopping fire. Going back in range, and continue. The lag from all of these shots is magnificent. I gotta make sure to not keep moving forward and instead just turn, because I am sliding all over the place. We're just gonna keep going out of range. Venture does not have very good explosive radius on its weapons, so we're not going to be knocking off a lot of blocks at this point. The GSO vehicle is pretty well shielded. We're going to have to take out its shields to really deal any damage, which is going to take a while. And down we go. All it takes is one shot to our cab. Right. So that's a fair win for GSO then. Good fight. Good fight. Well, to end it all, surprisingly, the win goes to Venture by 1. But to end this all, we're just going to have ourselves a nice little free-for-all. Hopefully they're actually doing damage to each other and not just me. Feels like they're attacking me exclusively, which is not how this was supposed to go. Oh well. Seems they just want a piece of me. I guess I'll take over the Venture vehicle. Since it was the Vector. Alright. Let's watch this thing die in one hit against the GSO. That's probably a better way to do this. I'll just keep taking control of different vehicles as mine die. Ooh, we have a clear shot on the better future dude. Stay behind him. See if we can quickly take him out. Doesn't really matter so much going out of range. All those blue lasers coming off. Just want to hit your cab, bruh. All of my cannon shots are just missing. But the missiles are doing the damage they need to. Just gotta keep sliding around. Getting a little bit too close. No, and my shields are going down. I'm an easy shot. And down I go. Next up, we'll take our Hawkeye bro. Switch him to friendly. And continue the fight. I forget who won between GSO and Hawkeye. I'm pretty sure it was GSO. It was round 2. No, Hawkeye won that one. Was able to keep circling him. Actually, I might have done that wrong. Let me see. Oh, wait. I fucked up. It was not Venture who won, it was Hawkeye. Because my brain is dumb, and occasionally gets Hawkeye and Venture mixed up. So, Hawkeye won by 1 point. Sorry for misunderstanding. It was close, though. So, Hawkeye, the true winner, is taking it back now. Can probably win this if I keep circling around dudes, dodging shots. Obviously have no problem with the Geocorp. Just the same that the better future dude is being dumb outside of range. Turn ourselves, get back in range. I really thought the enemy AIs fought each other in this. They normally do that in, well, I guess this is research and development, so they would all be friendly towards each other. But in the campaign, when you come across enemies, they're usually hostile towards one another. It's not really an option to have them on separate teams in research and development, which would be nice. Really wish there was some kind of option where I could just hold like regular tournaments and not have to worry about the range of enemies. Have one ship versus another. No player control, just a straight up AI fight. Oof, that Geocorp is pushing us along. Point blank. Maybe I can take out some batteries this way. Gotta turn my cannons in towards him. Yeah, I think I knocked out a few batteries that time. Saw some green. Oh! He done got my cab. Blew through my batteries. Right. Well, in the end I lose versus a group. Even when I control two of them. At any rate, I had fun doing this. I hope you all had fun watching. Been a blast building all the designs that keep appearing in my head that I absolutely have to build. Quickly show off my little sweeper design. Very proud of this, that I finally got to build it. For clearing out rocks and enemies and picking up all the resources everywhere I go. But yeah. With that, I'm going to call it. It's almost 1 a.m. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And I will see you next time. That's the last of Karatech for now. Good night.